Hi there, Leo. It is Sebastian giving you your reading for March. I am a little bit late. Yes, I understand. I'm not committed to doing that. Actually, I'm committed to doing weekly sessions and I'm committed to go on live. So it'll be really great for you guys to come on live and it'll be really good for me to provide you some aspects or some clarity furthermore from this. So keep in touch, be connected, and see when I go on live. So it'll be awesome to connect with you. So Leo is going through your reading right now. I mean, I've had really positive readings for everyone, but yours seems a little bit interesting, and that's okay, Leo. Sometimes it's up and down, and I feel like saying to you, everybody else is doing well. So I think that that in itself is a positive for you. We're all good. That's how you know you're a Leo. Is that when Leos find that everybody else is doing well, they're pretty much saying they're doing well, right? But things really do need to take a turn. You really do need to take a look at things. And in the middle, there's momentum, confidence, expansion, growth, foresight, and looking ahead, right? There's a lot of movement. The number three is really lucky for you. The answer that you've got for me, whatever the question is, the answer is yes from me and the cards, whatever it was that you were thinking just there in your mind. There is hardship and loss as your immediate influences. There's a little bit of disgrace and possibly alienation. There's a little bit of difficulty in despair. There's a little bit of hardship right now. The answer is no, whatever question that you had. And the number for you is five in this instance, whatever it is that's going on for you. Short term right now is that you may be experiencing financial or emotional hardship and feeling left out in the cold, but that will change in due time. Your recent influences in the past was being honest and independent and telling people what was fair and what you wanted and what you wanted out of this. But also the past influences, what the outcome of the past influence was illusion, and something in your intuition was telling you that it was an illusion as well. Now, the illusion, I don't know in what aspect you are looking into when it comes to illusions, when you're coming into whoever it is, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, whether it's your whatever it is that you're moving on with, right? Give me 2 seconds. I need to find out more about this. There's a lot of like depression. I don't know. Give me a moment because there's a lot of things telling me that you're really successful, you're really driven, you've got everything that you wanted. The biggest thing for me to look into your cards is that you're doing great. Your previous endeavors have turned into reality, and your reality has turned into your happiness. What more can you ask for it except for those few things? So for me, giving you a reading about looking after your illusions or your addictions or looking after your hardship makes no sense to me. But I do feel like there's some sort of you're holding on to grief, you're holding on to debt. There's a lot of debt in your cards. Like, what is there that you're possibly in debt with? It's a very interesting situation for me to see in your cards and to have it expressed like that. I feel like you're what if debt is your problem, you probably need to sort that out. And because your goals in this instance is to be addicted to something or obsessed with something, you can do that, but it's just not going to work out for you. Also, trusting your divine feminine, trusting your sensitivity, and trusting your maturity and creativity is really important. Trusting your abundance in this situation. So, having understanding that your abundance is important, understanding that you're still a person that can get things done. Do never forget that about yourself. You are very resourceful. You are very prominent in understanding yourself and what you do for a living and who you are. So, it's good that that's there for you, but I just don't think that you should be hanging on to addictions when addictions isn't going to get you anywhere. Um, it's not going to lead you anywhere having addictions. Like I think that you not, um, you not having addictions in the first place is going to be better for you, if that makes sense. I think that you're going to win with that. So let's move forward. So I think that there's negative feelings about unity and love and what's happening right now. There's like finding harmony and balance between the opposites. You may be faced with a choice that requires you to listen to your heart. So there's a lot of like partnerships and joint and duality. And there's a lot of like, I feel like there's a love unity. There's a lot of like expressions of interest in that instance. Now, your heart Everyone deserves love. I feel like saying that to you. I think you need to hear that right now. So if that resonates and that rings true, I don't know what situation you're in to be able to have that in the way for you, but everyone deserves love. So whatever you're dealing with, you do deserve love. Let's have a look further in. Um, Look, I think that the messages that you're getting from somebody that might be from the male or female, whoever it is that you're seeing, the messages that you're getting from them is obviously hurtful messages, and you're not liking it. So I'm not here to say yes, no, maybe to something that is so important for you to decide upon yourself because you bear the consequence or you bear the response. I think that you have to internally see what it is that you want from this situation. I can hear you're in a date with this individual. I'm not here to say get out or sink yourself in further. You have to be so empowered yourself to give that final decision that I'm not going to be that person for you. But I do feel that you moving away short term or long term is an illusion. I think that you running away, like, I don't know what it is. Like, if you're in a situation that's really dangerous for you, first of all, get out of that situation, which I know that you would get out of. Because I feel like, why is this so deep? Leos aren't that deep in meaning. Like, they're either black and white, right? They're not people that are like, oh, let me think about this, and they're being hurt. If Leos are being hurt, whether it's hurt from words or something else, Leos will get out of there. So for me, it's kind of interesting to see this in your cards because I just feel like it's not here. But having said that, have compassion, have your friendships, and obviously there's going to be some bullying, arguments, disputes about this, whatever it is. There's going to be some sort of I just feel like you're in the middle of something. You're in the middle of this chaos. It feels so awkward, this spread, because it feels like you want to be the good person. It feels like somebody wants you to be the bad person. The cards are saying stand in your femininity. But if you're males, just stand in your feminine energy because you'll get the right answers, you'll get the right way. I feel like you're the middle person, and Leos don't like being the middle person. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not going to work out for you, as you know. So I think that be smart with your choices, and yeah, if you don't want to be a middle person, don't be. There's a lot of like depression around. Like, it's not like depression, you're grabbing depression or things like that. This is just a lot of like sorrow in the mix. There's a lot of the sorrow. I think that if you don't want that sorrow anymore, less arguments, a lot more positiveness, and being yourself is the answer. Family and friends, try not to be in a stalemate with them. So obviously there's a lot of hidden truths or information that you haven't disclosed or you haven't spoken about to your family and friends, and that's fine. I don't think anyone wants to know right now. So I don't know whether that's your sister or your mum, the female energy that's around you just doesn't want to know. Just as long as you're safe and secure and that you're all good, I think that they're fine. Your hopes and your dreams is healing, familiarity, pleasure. Your hopes and your dreams is something that makes you happy, smelling the roses, maybe having a pet. Um, you're really looking into the future and saying, are you going to offer me this comfortability because you just haven't been comfortable for a while? Having said that, the outcome to all of this, and I think the outcome that I think universe, the angels, whoever it is that you believe in, they want to tell you that wisdom and strength and being a diplomat in this situation is going to give you more strength than anything else. So being an advisor for others as well, like giving them the answer to you, giving them what they need to hear, coming from your perspective is also really, really important. The things might change. Like, I think, Leo, you're very kind of accustomed to, you're very knowledgeable about, you're really understanding that things change, things move from left to right, from up to down, to sideways, to under the table, to over the skies. Like, there's a lot of movement with people, there's a lot of movement with time and space. And with that, you need to be wise enough to understand that people change, circumstances change, but I can't guarantee that you're going to be happy making a change for yourself that you know that you might not want, or somebody's forcing you to make changes. I think that this is all up to you. I think finding balance and peace and setting up for yourself, being defensive, defending yourself and protecting your territory is really, really important at this time as well. Whoever the person is that's in your space or is consuming you, just know that addictive personalities or addiction isn't the most best thing in this situation, that you've got to find yourself first in anything. Let's have a look. Yeah, um I think stop looking for signs. All right. You either know or you don't. Hint hint. All right, nice being here with you, Leo. Look forward for next month. Or actually sooner. Keep in touch.